All right, so the newest high-rise in Dallas, actually one of the newest high-rises. The units have been done for a little while now, but they just completed the amenities this past week, so I figured it's a pretty good time to get the full YouTube video covering every nook and cranny of Hanover Turtle Creek. Studios, and 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. We don't have any penthouses available yet. Those are under construction, but I'm gonna cover everything else. Parking garage, guest parking, bougie work from home stations, the gym, the pool, every square inch, so that way you can get an idea on if Hanover Turtle Creek could be a good choice for you. If it's your first time swinging by the channel, welcome. My name's Lucas. I'm a realtor here in Dallas, and every single day I've got people hitting me up like you and 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 you, renting apartments and buying houses all over the Dallas area. So if you ever have any questions about anything that I cover, feel free to drop me a line. All of my information is below in the description, and I'll be more than happy to help answer any questions that you might have. Without any further ado, let's go check out Hanover Turtle Creek. All right, so I used to live in a Hanover property back when I was in Houston, and right off the bat, I will say that Hanover is one of the most respected management companies, not just in Texas, but in the country, mainly because of their white glove service and attention to detail. So if there are any Houstonians in the room, I gotta give a shout out to Hanover Autry Park off of Buffalo Bayou in Houston. That used to be my crib, and I've got a ton of love for that building. But anyways, back to Hanover Turtle Creek. This property has 341 units and 39 floor plans sitting on 22 floors. So there is a ton to choose from, and for today we are going to walk through a studio, 1 bedroom, and a couple of the 2 bedroom layouts, along with all of the amenities ranging from the dog run, pet spa, pool, gym, lounge, and parking. So if this building has been on your radar and you've been wanting to learn more about it, then sit back, prop the feet up, and let me do my thing. So in terms of parking, there are 11 floors in the parking garage, of which are kept secure with an automatic gate. For guest parking, they do have complimentary valet, as well as more guest parking outside of the entry to the garage. So the parking garage is pretty tall. 11 floors is almost unheard of nowadays. You typically see 5 or 6 level parking garages for Dallas high-rises. So the last issue you will have here is finding a spot to park. And they also have 20 EV chargers, and they're all Tesla brand. 9 of them are first come first serve, and then the others are reserved for an extra $225 a month. Moving over to the floor plans, we're going to start with the baby here, our little S1 studio, and one call out for all of these plans. There are a few different colors when it comes to the finish out. You've got one lighter, one darker, and then one in the middle, and it all varies depending on the floor. So if you start looking at floor plans, then you're going to want to verify that the color on the floor you choose matches the aesthetic that you're aiming for. And then the ceiling heights are going to be your standard 9 feet and will vary a tad the higher you go up, and there is also 3 feet of concrete between each floor. So Hanover doesn't really mess around in terms of soundproofing. It's gonna feel like you're living in a concrete bunker from a soundproof standpoint. And for all of these units, you will also have vinyl plank in the common areas, bedrooms and closets, and then tile in the bathrooms. So no carpet, which is pretty standard for any Hanover property. And I like the S1 because they give you a built-in desk, plus you get a dividing wall between the bedroom and living room with a smaller horizontal window to let a little bit of light in, plus double sliding doors. All in all, I was pretty impressed with the smaller studio here. You typically don't see the separation. Most of the time it's just your bed awkwardly sitting in the living room or kitchen, making it kind of awkward when company comes over. So I thought that was a huge plus. Next up, we've got our A1, so the smallest one bedroom, and for context, all of these floor plans I'm showing you are on the 14th floor. So that should give you an idea for the views. But in this one, I like that you get a bar area with glass shelving for either your Don Julio 1942 or Johnny Walker, whichever way you swing. If it were me, I'm probably going to stock it up with Don Julio 1942. That's just how I roll. Also keep in mind that you're going to only have a single vanity in your bathroom along with a stand-up shower. So no tub. And I'm not sure this would be the most ideal for couples. I could see this being a better fit for a single dude or maybe a single lady, pending you're cool with a stand-up shower and smaller space. The closet size is okay. Again, I'm just not sure if it would make sense for a lady, but maybe for a dude that just lives a simple life and doesn't have a whole lot of clothes or storage. Another call out I'm going to make on the appliances, and this is just in general, you'll have stainless steel Whirlpool fridge and dishwasher, and then your standard white Whirlpool washer and dryer. Next up is our A6, which feels like the A1 when you first walk in, but you'll notice it open up more once you get past the kitchen because you've got more spacing in the living room and bedroom. Still a single vanity and setup shower in the bathroom, but what I like about it is that you get more windows in the living room, which obviously means more natural light, which is definitely a plus if you're like me and always on the hunt for vitamin D. And then lastly, you get your own laundry room separated from the kitchen. And these will be two stackable Whirlpool washer and dryer. Hanover actually has them situated side by side under the water heater, which also allows for more extra storage space if you need it. So moving up to the B4 two-bedroom model unit, and this one also has a den right off to the side here, along with its own laundry room. And this I can definitely see being more ideal for a couple, whether you're dual income, no kids, or maybe you're a stay-at-home girlfriend, wife with your man bringing in the bread. Or if you're a stay-at-home boyfriend and your lady is bringing in the bread, that's cool too. The Dallas high-rise dude does not prejudice, because you're gonna have the study, which allows for more separation when you want to go into grind mode. And I like this specific plan for a few reasons. One, it faces downtown, so you get a cool view of the greenery, Katy Trail, and some of the peaks of the buildings. I like this view the best compared to the other ones. You also get a dual vanity and a larger closet. So our final floor plan of the day is going to be the B9, and I'm going to address the elephant in the room. This is the coolest non-penthouse unit, because like I said, the penthouses are still under construction on the entire property. And I say that because of the true floor-to-ceiling windows surrounding your living room. This unit feels like it has more glass than it does drywall. You also get upgraded appliances in the kitchen, so notice the vent hood plus the gas stove. All of the other units we saw had electric stoves, and then much like the B4, one of the bathrooms will have a single vanity plus stand-up shower combo, and then the primary will have a dual vanity plus the shower and tub separated. Again, this is my favorite unit on the property. I recently had a content creator reach out to me and we leased this floor plan. It was up on a higher floor and she was torn between this floor plan and a different unit over at Emily Fountain Place, because Emily Fountain Place is just known for their windows. The whole building is basically glass, and she needed a unit that got a ton of natural light, and she chose Hanover because I was able to get her a better deal here. Plus, she favored uptown as it's a little more walkable than some of the buildings near downtown. But all in all, Joe, a great unit, and would highly recommend keeping this on your list if you're aiming for 2 bedrooms here in Dallas. All right, so a quick pause. If you're getting any value whatsoever from this video, then you got to do this thing, just like all of these people are doing. And they're doing it for 2 reasons. The first reason is that there are over 100 high-rises in the Dallas area, and finding the best high-rise for yourself can almost be like trying to find the right show on Netflix for date night, because there's so many options. They all look great, but these buildings cater to different demographics, lifestyles, hobbies, interests. So when people call me, they just tell me a little bit about their life. I route them to the best buildings so that way they can have peace of mind that they're making the right decision. And then the second reason that they reach out to me is that I have relationships with every single leasing office in the Dallas area. Depending on your floor plan, timeline, and budget, I can help you capture additional incentives and move-in bonuses, of which can help make your living situation just a little more affordable, because the buildings here in Dallas actually incentivize me to bring residents through the door. So it's not like you'd be cutting me a check for my services. That's being taken care of by the building. So it's absolutely no sweat to go ahead and reach out. If you do decide to reach out, I promise to do the absolute best that I can for you. Moving over to the amenities, and we're gonna start with the club room. You've also got the gym and pool up here that we're going to touch on as well, but the club room felt more like a lounge area, which also has a work from home spaces baked into it. And when I first walked in, it kind of reminded me of the Sky Lounge over at the Katy and Victory Park, just a little bit bigger. I also think it gets the most daylight out of any high-rise lounge in Dallas, mainly because you're surrounded by windows. Then as far as working from home, there are 2 focus rooms for private sessions and then 2 bigger meeting rooms, along with some individual tables and chairs and booths for if you need to bang out some emails or take some calls. And there's also a terrace for if you need a fresh dose of daylight, along with a prepping kitchen in case you are hosting an event or having family and friends over. Moving over to the gym, this just got completed, and you've been watching my channel, you'll know I'm kind of a snob when it comes to these Dallas apartment gyms. I didn't really know what to expect, but I liked it mainly for the dumbbells, which went up to 100 pounds. And maybe I missed it, but I didn't see a loose barbell laying around anywhere. I didn't have one at my other Hanover property either, but if I could make a recommendation, that would definitely be one of them. The cardio stuff is along the edge here in the corner. I think I saw 4 treadmills and only 1 elliptical, and then 1 Stairmaster, along with the machines that were near the entrance. You've also got a stretching room, and there's also an outdoor fitness lawn in case you want to make your workout a little bit harder. So all in all, I think it's a decent gym, and I've said this 1,000 times as I've scrutinized other Dallas apartment gyms. If I were to live here, I'm probably going to hold on to my gym membership, mainly because I need a loose barbell, and that's really it. But if you're easygoing, then you should have your bases pretty well covered. Now moving over to the pool, another signature Hanover move is to put the pool up top. So I loved to see it. And there are only a few buildings in Dallas that have a pool up here on the roof, and Hanover is definitely one of them. I noticed a lot of loungers and chairs, which was definitely helpful once this place starts filling up. And as you can imagine, you will get sunlight for days up here. My building's pool is actually on the first floor, which has a limited amount of sunlight hours, so it kind of sucks sometimes, but at Hanover Turtle Creek, they're going to have your back with that, along with some pretty sweet views of the best skyline in Texas. So that is going to wrap us up at Hanover Turtle Creek. And after seeing the video, maybe you're like, you know what, that building's pretty dope. I think I want to live there. Make sure to drop me a line. Or you might be scratching your head thinking, okay, Hanover Turtle Creek, that's a cool building, but what else is out there? And if that's the case, feel free to check out this playlist because I did a vlog tour just like this one over the most popular high-rises throughout the Dallas area, which will be a helpful playlist if you're still doing research. With that, y'all stay safe, y'all stay out of trouble, and we'll catch you in the next video. Y'all be good.